welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Shane Masters. Now for Frontline Business. There is a call for the opening up of CARICOM to facilitate greater trade relations within the Caribbean region. This comes as Agriculture Minister Audley Shaw says that requests by Jamaica for access to CARICOM has been on the back burner of many countries in the region for years.
Recall, for instance, the challenges we experienced in getting Jamaican patties into Trinidad, Barbados, and Belize. Juxtapose this against the volume of goods entering Jamaica from those markets. Jamaica alone cannot be the single market.
He noted that if the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas was being upheld, there would not have been need for a Golden Commission on CARICOM.
From the perspective of the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, we believe, however, that the existing treaty, if properly applied, can move us closer to a single market. We must have the courage to apply the provisions laid out in the treaty for monitoring and enforcement. We must also muster the political will to make changes where necessary, including those recommended by the Commission report, to promote the goal of a real and true single market. This must transcend mere political talk, and in that regard, I salute the definitive timelines articulated by the Golden Report. Time is not on our side.
He was speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, June 19. Blue Power Group recorded an 8% increase in profit for the financial year, which ended in March. Its Lumber Depot division recorded an increase of 12%, while the Blue Power division matched its performance for last year. Blue Power Group said on a comparative basis, net profit after tax declined by 16.25% from $122 million last year to $102 million this year. It noted that efforts to improve its exports performance also bore fruit, as over 21% of their soap sales went to export markets in the Caribbean, the USA, and the UK. The company said the increase in export sales over the previous year was 34%, from $70 million to $94 million. On the international scene, Walt Disney Company on Wednesday raised its bid for 21st Century Fox's movie and television assets to $71.3 billion. This is higher than the offer made by Comcast, which is also seeking to purchase the Fox's assets. More in this report.
Disney has agreed to acquire now the same assets, same businesses for $38. $38 per 21st Century Fox share. That is a significant increase, the company, Fox says, over the purchase price of approximately $28 a share in the original Disney merger agreement announced in December of 2017. Also, they're talking about a cash and stock component here. Under the amended and restated Disney merger agreement, Disney would acquire those businesses on the same terms, except that Disney allows 21st Century Fox stockholders to elect to receive their consideration on a value equalized basis in the form of cash or stock, subject to a 50-50 proration, and then the collar on the stock consideration will assure the 21st Century Fox shareholders receive a number of Disney shares equal to $38 in value.
And the Dow Jones sank 287 points on Tuesday, or 1.2%. The Dow's 6-day losing streak is its longest since March 2017. Details in this report.
A sharp escalation in rhetoric over trade between the U.S. and China rattled investors. The Dow Jones Industrial Average sank as investors grew uneasy about how the war of words will play out. President Trump warned he would slap a 10% tariff on an additional $200 billion worth of Chinese exports if China retaliates with its own tariffs on American exports. Beijing is upset over Trump's announcement Friday of a 25% tariff on $50 billion worth of Chinese products. Except for tariffs on aluminum and steel, tariffs, though, haven't even materialized. But if they do, Americans could feel it in their wallets in the form of more expensive products from China, everything from sporting goods to clothing.
On the foreign exchange market, the US dollar is being sold for an average $132.13. The Canadian dollar is trading at $100.07. The pound sterling is costing $176.57, while the euro is trading at $156.35. In Wednesday's trading session, the JC Combined Index advanced by 571.51 points to close at over 313,000. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 49 stocks, of which 25 advanced, 19 declined, and 5 traded firm. The Junior Market Index declined by 17.46 points to close at over 3,000. Among the winners were AMG Packaging and Paper Company, Berger Paints Jamaica, Blue Power Group, Carbon Producers Jamaica, and Carreras. Stocks declined for Access Financial Services, Barita Investments, Caribbean Cement Company, Caribbean Cream, and Elite Diagnostic. Stocks traded firm for JMMB Group 7.25%, Maybury Investments, Paramount Trading, Scotia Group Jamaica, and Separate. JMMB Group 7.25% was a volume leader with over 1 million units, followed by Victoria Mutual Investments ordinary shares with over 800,000 units, and the Siboney Group with over 600,000 units. News in oil prices rose on Wednesday, supported by reports of a drop in U.S. commercial crude inventories and the loss of storage capacity in Libya. Brent crude was up 50 cents at $75.58 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude was $1.05 higher at $66.12. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Shane Masters. Regional stories are next after the break.